Too much, man. Too much. Oh, all of this. This is what happens when you have a loss of control with spending. I've got to pick them all up again, haven't I? All of this. Oh. This is what happens when the urge to collect returns and things get kind of out of control. This stack right here, all of this parcel stuff, it's all off the back of having a pretty rough few weeks. You see, I've been on a bit of a downer. Collector brain returned and money was spent. But then of course, we're back into the same old habits. And before we know it, that addiction to collect, it's back and it's in full force. It's resulted in a bunch of parcels all stacked up and ready for opening. Now I've not immediately opened these because I've kind of recognised that old creeping feeling of collecting and that need to order. And I've tried to shift focus to something a little more productive. I've been trying to create a new filming area for some of these videos. So while I've been trying to sort that, these parcels have sat and waited. Until now. So let's see what I've been picking up and where collector brain has been taking me. Let's start with this one. Oh, I can't do it like this. This is ridiculous. Stupid. First up, I'm heading for this box. Let's have a look. Trusty scissors at the ready. Ooh. This pickup, opened it, and I've got the documentary Smoke and Mirrors, which focuses on perhaps the king of practical effects, Tom Savini.
Tom Savini is one of the best in the field. His job is to scare you out of your wits.
It's a really good documentary. I think it was on Shudder 4 or 5 years ago. I watched it, really enjoyed it, and recently found out that there's a special edition Blu-ray which has a bunch of special features. Really glad to add this to my documentary collection. I'll put it on the shelf and hopefully dig into the extras at some point soon. And right down here we've got my little shelf of documentaries. So Smoke and Mirrors, the Tom Savini documentary, can sit happily in that collection there. Storing them up for a couple of weeks does make this feel slightly ridiculous. I mean, there's over 10 parcels here. But anyway, let's get on with opening. Next victim. Here we go. Scissors. This one slides right out. Two titles. This is where we slip into the slightly dodgy territory of bootlegs. As I've been going along the last couple of weeks, I suddenly felt the urge to try and complete certain collections. One of my favourite ways of collecting is to collect by director. I wanted to complete my Robert Rodriguez set. So, we've got the Netflix exclusive We Can Be Heroes. Which is a kids' film. I don't mind having these in the collection because my kids absolutely love them. Spy Kids, We Can Be Heroes, you name it, they're all in for the Rodriguez kids films, so that's okay. Also got Robert Rodriguez Red 11.
Red 9, Red 10, Red 11.
Our group will be testing a speed healer drug.
And how do you test that?
We wound you.
Which was a cheap as chips film that he made for around $7,000 to kind of make a point that he could do it again following the success of El Mariachi, which apparently he also made for $7,000. So they'll be heading over to the Robert Rodriguez collection. Pretty nice packaging for bootlegs. We've got it all in the plastic sleeves. Let's have a look inside. Oh, got an extra disc in there. That's a really nice surprise. Oh, I'm chuffed to bits with that now. That's for a bootleg. I'm really happy. That's really great. Thank you to the gentleman that supplied these to me.
resources are stripped away, I believe that creativity thrives, and that's when the real magic can happen.
That Rodriguez collection is getting bumped up. And for those eagle-eyed viewers, I know that Predators isn't a film directed by Robert Rodriguez, but he was heavily involved with the production side of things, so I've just stuck it in his collection for now. It can stay there for the time being. And on to the next one, even though I'm still kind of buzzing from this extra disc on the Red 11. I'm gonna pick this one. This one's quite light. It's not a Blu-ray, but I'm gonna open it up anyway and show you what else I've been purchasing. This will be in the background of my new videos once I get the new set finally built. It's a little subscribe button. It's mainly there because I keep forgetting to tell you how much I truly appreciate every subscription. So if you've not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. One thing I've not quite got to grips with doing these unboxing videos is I always wonder how interesting folks find it for people to be just opening parcels. Is it a shared excitement of the mystery of what the package will be? Or is it a genuine interest in what people have been picking up and how the packages actually look? Because really, I've not done an unboxing for quite some time because I'm unsure of people's level of interest in watching me unbox new items. But this one, it could be kind of interesting. We've got, from Treasured Films, You Might Be the Killer.
Everything started out so great, and now there's this crazed killer roaming the campground.
This is one of their limited edition releases. Comes in a little hard box, and with ordering direct from their website. We've also got a little killer magnet, and the poster also, which is double-sided. It's quite a nice material actually for this one. It's a bit of a different take on a slasher genre. I found it quite interesting to watch, but this one, it's absolutely stacked with special features. When I spoke to the guys behind the label Treasured Films on one of my previous videos, links down below, they talked about how much extra footage they got to be able to create some of these extras, and it caught my interest. I love a behind-the-scenes documentary, so this seemed to be a really good package. And the great thing with Treasured Films, they don't tend to overcharge for their limited editions yet. This one, it was under 20 quid, which for a special edition, new release, in a hard box, with all the extras, it's pretty good when you compare it to the likes of Second Sight and Arrow. Excited to give these extras and the movie another look, and plonk this firmly in my collection for a little while. Next! And it's not just all about Blu-ray. There's something a little bit different I've ordered here as well, so I'm going to get this one unboxed right now. That sounds lovely, right? Quentin Tarantino book. As collectors, love a nice hard box, don't we? But it's got a nice box, nice book just here. It was in the Amazon Prime Day sales. It was about 14 quid. Looks a nice little book. Not that you can see. Can you see? Let's get closer. I also ordered his book about Guillermo del Toro, which is due to arrive today. It's not here yet, but it should be here in the next few minutes. But now, I'm going to pick another one from the pile. We're going for this one. Right then, let's look. I kind of lost track of what I'd been ordering as well, so I don't think there's any surprises, but I can't remember what was coming and when. Slidey. We've got Miami Vice. This one I got on an offer from Royal Wave. They had a 2 for £16 offer on some of their collector's editions, and this was one of them. Hopefully the other one is in this pile somewhere. I did order them at the same time, but I think they got delivered separately, so we'll see what else is there. This can go sit in my Michael Mann collection and replace original release Miami Vice that I have still sat in there. Double dipper. Admittedly, a couple of these parcels are for the new studio setup. So I'm not going to unbox these. You don't need to see a softbox just yet, do you? We're more interested in Blu-rays and movies. I think I've got the other one just here. So I'm thinking this is the partner to the 2 for 16 offer that I got. If it is, it should be, drumroll, Tom's Crown Affair. It is not. It is another Pick Up or Made single white female, which I got because it was on an offer, plus I got an extra 10% off at Rare Waves when they ran a weekend special. So it's a movie that I do want to revisit. It's from Indicator, so it's stacked with extras, and it looks like it's actually the original limited edition release because of the big case without the Blu-ray sign on the top. So looking forward to revisiting that.
Got a surprise for you.
You've got to be kidding.
Single white female.
Pile is getting lower. We're going to go for this one next. Perhaps surprising to some, I think this might be DVD. Yep, I'm going back in time. I've ordered DVD.
Just want to know if you're wearing panties.
Huh?
First up, we've got George Clooney flick, One Fine Day. I think this is a lovely, warm hug of a movie.
There's this guy who has not only ruined my day, but Sammy's as well.
Mom hates your dad. So, my dad hates your mom.
I would have got it on Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray's out of print, and it's fetching upwards of £20. I just wanted to watch it again. I didn't feel precious about getting the Blu-ray, so the DVD was on a 4 for £5 offer, so it made sense just to pay just over £1 to watch it again. May pick up the Blu-ray one day, but I can't see me rewatching it more than once anytime soon.
I was just calling.
I just wanted to call it because you don't really trust me. Sammy, no. Put the gun down.
And in this package, we had 2 Spy Kids. I did it. I needed to complete that Robert Rodriguez set. So, Spy Kids, All the Time in the World, or Spy Kids 4, which will be going in that Robert Rodriguez collection. And just feeling at this, I think I might need to change the case because this is feeling a little bit grubby. It's from Music Magpie, and it's got the aromascope back in there as well, so scratch and sniff your way through the movie. I won't be doing it, perhaps my kids will. We'll see. That's kind of grim, right? Down to 2 parcels. I've got a feeling that something might be missing, but we'll see. Let's dig in. Another Music Magpie. Cheapo DVD. This comes off the back of Last Movie Standing, mentioned it in one of his videos. Got Happy Campers on DVD, which is a teen comedy from the early noughties that I've not actually seen. It's not available on Blu-ray. The DVD was about £2, so I thought I'd check it out. Thank you, Last Movie Standing, for tempting me into ordering DVDs.
If you want my opinion. Yes!
And last parcel of this bunch, get over it. It's a cracking teen comedy from the early noughties again. It's massively underlooked. It's not on Blu-ray, it's not HD anywhere, so DVD came through and I'll get a chance to watch this again. Don't be put off by the horrible, horrible cover art. It is a truly enjoyable film. Well worth seeing. It's got Kirsten Dunst, Mila Kunis, Ben Foster, Shane West, and Cisco. Check it out if you've not already seen it, at least for Martin Short, because he's great.
And keep icing your front bum. Swelling continues when you don't ice, and I need you.
And another DVD in this package, we've got The Social Climber. Yep, I was on a teen comedy kind of vibe, and it's one I'd not seen. It's got Jennifer Love Hewitt in it, so I thought, let's check that out. So that goes in the to be watched pile, probably shortly in the to be given away pile, but I'm going to check it out at some point regardless. Again, another one not available on Blu-ray, not available in HD, so DVD for about £1. Why not? And out of all of those, I seem to be missing Tom's Crown Affair, so I'm going to jump onto Rare Waves and see where the hell my order is. So, most of this is purely a reaction to how I was feeling. Most of the things I ordered, I did want or did have a reason to order, but I didn't need to order them straight away. This was born of being in a down mood and some kind of loss of control, really. I'm not mad at myself for ordering them. Well, perhaps I am a little bit. But I got them all through, and it's made for this little unboxing video, a bit of admission of guilt, and hopefully you've enjoyed having a look at what I've been spending my money on. Have I gone too far? And just as I've finished filming, the doorbell goes, and I've got my Guillermo del Toro book, I believe. That sound. That's quite lovely. Again, another hardbox bound book by Ian Nathan. That looks pretty nice, right? It's got a bit of a fold-out section in between as well. It's a timeline of all of his movies that he's produced and directed as well. That's quite a nice little addition to these books. That'll sit nicely in my collection, along with everything else.